So I wanted to do a review on this car. I bought it 13 years ago. I paid $1,300 for it, and it's an 82 Mercedes 300D. And the guy was asking $2 grand for it. I didn't really know anything about these cars. I just had heard that they'll run a long time, and I've seen that they can go 1,000,000 miles and all this stuff. So I thought, oh well, how do I go wrong? So basically, I bought the car and I drove it home, and for $1,300, and I've had it 13 years now. And it's been an ongoing project, and it'll never be finished because it's just old and there's a lot of things wrong. But basically, it's better than it's ever been since I've had the car. I've probably replaced 100 or so parts on it. I really like the car because it gets really good mileage. It's been very reliable. The only time it's left me stranded is when the starter goes out. It's got the OM617 in it, and it runs good. I've had to replace, like I said, a lot of parts. I've had to do pretty much everything. The cooling system, go through the AC system. I've had to adjust the valve several times. I've had to put new injectors in. I've had to do the master cylinder. Had to put a whole new front end on it. Had to put all new shocks all the way around it. Had to rebuild the brakes. I've had to do the belts and the hoses, and air filters and batteries and cables, and all the things that you'd expect. But structurally, I mean, the car, the engine, transmission, all that's been great. I haven't had any problems with the differential. I had to do the CV axles, had to do the flex joints, had to do a couple sets of motor mounts. I've probably put 100,000 miles on the car. It came with a new paint job when I got it. I put the tin on it, and then I picked up a set of rims from a parts car that I picked up for like 500 bucks. So I threw on those chrome rims. But I've had the car 13 years. I put maybe $10,000 in it, and it's pretty good. That's not even $100 a month, and I run this car 80, 100 miles an hour down the highway because the 93 is just, that's how it is if you want to keep up. So, but it does great. It's smooth as glass. It starts great. I mean, I really can't beat it. The insurance is $4 a month, and it's like $12 a year for the tags here in Arizona. I don't have to smog it or anything out here, but I'm pretty sure it would pass. Interior looks pretty good. I've taken the interior out of another car and put it in, and just kind of married a couple of cars together. The odometer says 260, but I'm assuming the car's probably got about 450 because the last odometer said 130, but it didn't work, and obviously the car had way more than that. So a couple areas you want to look for when you're looking at buying these cars. Underneath here, the doors, look, you can see. I wish I would have looked this car over better years ago. I was young and I didn't really know what I was doing. So you want to look on the door panels for rust, because they'll rust there. And then always look at your floorboards, because these rust too. So always pull the floorboards up and look underneath the car and make sure that everything is intact, because basically these cars are tricky. They hide the rust areas. So look those over. Do a test when you start the motor if you're looking for one. Start it up and make sure that it doesn't blow the cap off, the oil cap, when it's running. But just to show you the rust, like, you have to look, because basically, see how you start looking and you can start finding it. So this car is it is what it is. But I mean, for $1,300, I've driven it a long time, and it still runs great. It was a good family car. I had kids for a while, and they were chilling. So, but yeah, it's been a good car overall. You just got to put a lot of love in them, and you got to learn your way around them. But I recommend picking one up if you can get one cheap. They're worth it. You have to work on them. They're they're not easy to work on. You have to learn your way. But if you get them dialed in, they run really good. Like, this is a cold engine. A little low battery too. I always got to give it a little gas, because but once you get it warmed up, it's smooth as glass. It just purrs. They don't really like the cold. But anyway, I think that kind of wraps it up. I just wanted to do a quick review and get it out there so people have my opinion.